to talk a little bit about the current state of bourbon. There's definitely been a little bit of a slowdown in the market. Fortunately for us, craft producers, we have not seen a slowdown. So it seems like in the bourbon market currently, there's a big softening in the secondary market. So that secondary market is someone's buying it for $60, $100 at the liquor store for MSRP. Then they're turning around to flip it for 3-4x on that secondary market. And that for the last couple of years has been a way that people have actually made a living by making that much money by flipping it.
In order to do that, you're basically taking the risk that you're going to flip it, and some of the people who were flipping it pretty regularly realize that they can't anymore. I actually had a customer come in and he was telling a story about trying to buy a bottle. He was in that state to the west that we don't talk about. And he saw a bottle he really wanted, and somebody raced his cart over and grabbed it before he did. And he said, well, look, I'm just trying to get this for, to have it. You've got 6 in your cart. Can I have, this is the last one? And the guy says, no, this is how I make my living, and pushes his cart away.
So that secondary market's loosened. There's a lot less people willing to pay $700, $800 for one of those other bottles. And so we're seeing that. And then we are seeing just bourbon was on such a growth pattern that we're seeing that kind of level back out after COVID and all that to normal consumption. But still, for us small producers, we're seeing a lot of demand, but I think it's softening in that market. And then there's also some softening in that buying bulk bourbon and then bottling it under your brand. So there's some softening on that. Some of those bigger producers that are making it and reselling it for brands, they've cut back a little production there. So I think the consumer's getting wise to maybe the same juice in different bottles.
I think one of the things we're also seeing is that we're where craft beer was, I think, maybe 15, 20 years ago. Where, in the 1990s, there was a shift where you would never come over a friend's house anymore with a 6 of Bud or a 6 of Pabst Blue Ribbon unless you're trying to be ironic, right? And I think a lot of people now are saying, well, I'm gonna get something better, something craft, something that was pot distilled, and they're looking for those marks of quality, and they're also becoming familiar with better and better product, so that when they do bring over some spirits as a gift or to a dinner party or another type of party, they're not bringing something that's more run-of-the-mill. They're starting to have a more upscale experience with it.
I think that as people get more educated, we're seeing that kind of balance a little bit more. And for us, we're hoping bourbon should be close to MSRP, because at that price, everyone in the chain is allowed to make money from the retailer to the wholesaler, and you guys get a great bargain on a great product, and it's good for everyone.
We don't make this so that people will collect it. We're not releasing new products every couple of weeks, trying to rebrand stuff to make it rare. We keep making the same stuff the best we can over and over again because we want people to share it.
Yeah, I think also, the whole collecting and trading and selling, I think when you get so far out from MSRP, you go from a $30 or maybe a $60 bottle that's then going for $600. When the manufacturer is telling you it's worth $60, it has to be something pretty rare, unique to get for $600. But also, I feel that it's worth whatever you're willing to pay for it. So
yeah.
if you can't get it anywhere else and it's there at the time, it's kind of like buying beer at a football game or something,
Well, I always tell people, taste it before you buy it. And our ideal consumer is not someone who's collecting. My favorite thing is when someone comes in here and they say, I really love your bourbon. My son is graduating from college and I really wanted to give him something special, and I'm gonna get him a Broken Oak. And that really is why we do this. It is an incredible honor to be part of someone's life celebrations like that. For somebody to just buy this and stick it away behind 6 other bottles so that they can collect it and maybe hopefully resell it someday. I mean, we're not gonna complain about the gross revenue, but that's not what we do this for.
Yeah, we want you to enjoy it.